And yet again, everybody, hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk and Call of Duty news. A fifth time around, or fourth, fifth, sixth time around, Censor has now been, well, he's retiring again from Call of Duty. This time an obvious joke and troll. I can already see all the comments saying, it's about time, he's probably never going to play anyway. That's not the point of the video, okay? I'm going to keep you guys up to date on 3 circumstances over the past week or so. The first of which is Censor showing off, well, why of the many reasons the game is still broken, as he was spawn trapped time and time again. His Twitter clip alone approaching 2 million views, and here is why he is retiring yet again from Call of Duty. He's not actually retiring. I don't know if he's going to play this season, but it was a joke. He's not actually retiring. Okay, here's the clip.
My man Exotic, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, bro. Appreciate you, dude.
No pressure to get his ass in here, bro.
Polo, can you please join my session?
No.
I'm begging you to please join my session right now. Matthew, please join my session right now.
No.
Look at my stream map. I need you.
Meanwhile, though, the conspiracy theory is still alive, okay? The conspiracy theory of ever since the COD pros had their player meeting / social media training, no one's actually really publicly refuted or gone way against negatively against the game, right? The theory out there is that ever since these players and these COD pros in the Call of Duty League were social media trained, potentially they were told not to really disgrace and publicly backlash the game like outlets on Twitter. Ever since then, we haven't really seen any too bad of tweets, you know, really giving the game some real negative feedback. And so the conspiracy theory, it's still alive. I don't know if it's actually a conspiracy, but with that being said, a few of the players now riding that line, Slasher being one of them, as he called out what he wanted for Christmas was silent footsteps. Ever since then, though, the game is certainly in a weird state as the players are even against each other. That being a response instantly from Killa saying, hey, you should quit competitive COD and join the dev team if you know everything the game needs to be fixed. Obviously, a pretty abrasive response there. I'm actually not going to stand with Killa on this, you know? I think there's definitely arguments to be made about many of the updates that could or could not be made to fix this game, but the list to fix is certainly a growing one out there. I think we can all likely agree somewhat on that claim as well. Now, speaking of which, though, there is certainly limited, I would say, communication between Call of Duty pros or the community and the actual dev team. So I would actually greatly enjoy a pro player to be able to join the dev team or at least have a common line between the two where they can point out things the game would need. I would actually like that, but hey, who knows, guys? Call of Duty Season 1 for Call of Duty League is coming ever more closely, and the game is... it's interesting. Now, I think even more interesting, though, a part of this thread, though, was the fact we have talked long about the contracts out there, the potential contracts in Call of Duty. Silly responded to the same thread and said, why would Slasher bounce a $2 million contract? Now, I don't know anything. Maybe Silly knows nothing as well. We already have seen Scraps, who apparently signed a $1 million contract we assume would be 2 years, so $500K per year. Is Slasher on the same 2-year deal, making $2 million, thus $1 million a year playing Call of Duty? I have no idea, but Silly says that, and it's got to make you wonder, is Optic paying Slasher $2 million? Does Immortals Gaming Club have that kind of money where they pay for the Optic brand just for Call of Duty and then pay out some of the biggest salaries in Call of Duty? It seems kind of likely, and so I'm going to believe it. I'm going to say it out right here, guys. Did Slasher sign a $1 million per year contract for Call of Duty? It's certainly possible, and that's pretty insane. Obviously, there are other players who are making likely that much, if not more, like Scump and the others, but just to have it set out there and actually speculated at by another pro player, it's pretty wild. And also, very lastly, for all of you guys, in the past week, many debates out there, many sites doing their end of year, who was the Call of Duty player of last year, or I guess of the past 365 days for 2019. And well, a lot of different answers out there, or at least a few varying ones. ESTNN, I think, believe they actually had Simp win theirs. Then Deserto did a player voted or a fan voted one. Community said apparently it was Dashy. Ever since then, it was actually Simp's girlfriend responding to that and heavily disagreeing, at least in her thoughts. I wanted to show you guys the top Reddit comment on that same thread, by the way, from Simp himself. Yes, Dashy wins. Simp's girlfriend responds. What does Simp say? pretty much said, hey guys, yeah, who cares who the best player is? My girlfriend, of course, she's gonna think that I'm the best. This dude is fresh out of high school and already mature beyond his years. He simply says, who the heck cares about the awards? Let's play on, and especially this upcoming year is gonna be a very important one for Simp and the gang, and I can't wait to see who the player of the year is for 2020. It's just great to see. The kid's 18, and he's just out there just being so mature. There'd be so many fiery responses on Reddit, and he's out there just saying, I don't care. Of course she's going to support me. Great answer. Great maturity from Simp. As always, my name is Jake, breaking down esports, gaming, Call of Duty news here every single day, all day long. Until next time, take care of yourselves, okay, guys? I'll see you back here sometime soon.